being bugs everywhere. Hopefully they go away soon. Well, they won't unless we do something about it. I have a couple of things to talk about. It should be a lot. Yes, it is. Who am I talking to? No one really. Just myself. Boom, boom, boom. Got the link. Start in a sec. Okay, so I have this blog. Where's my sound? It's a wrong headphone. It's not cool. All right, that's why I keep talking, is so I can check my own sound. This one is not connected. It started well, didn't it? Do we have sound? Is it working okay? Okay. Yeah, just checking I'm using the right microphone. That's handy. Okay, we'll get into it in a sec. If you're interested in YouTube analytics. And by the way, now scheduling videos to be released is essentially midnight daily. And this would be the exits from the live stream. So we better have something interesting happening. Highly unlikely, but yeah. Interestingly, when I live stream, YouTube tends to push out my other videos as well. So not sure how that works, but it kind of works. This is not in production yet. I'm finding all sorts of little bugs as well, so please do let me know if you see any. So for example, in the ECG game, this thing the menu will work on desktop, but on a mobile phone it does not work. I'm not sure what's up because it does work in any other tool. Not sure what the difference there is. Something is on. First, it would not give any error messages because that's not an actual error. And it was quite embarrassing because someone actually found out that that button doesn't work. I'm not sure why they thought that button was important, but I mean, I guess it is. Everything is important. Anyway, whatever. Right, just let's jump into it. So first thing first, we have this semi-blog, or whatever you call it. Probably not long enough for a blog, but this was generated over several hours, prompting GPT-4. The image, which is not bad, was generated with DALL-E 3, and this is on just some thoughts on impedance and the EEG, and the fact and the unknown reason behind it's even being called impedance to begin with, because it's not just resistance. It's not even resistance, it's an approximation of resistance, so it should be called probably something else. This one obviously will need so it's already on the page. There is a link on the front page. This tools and things. Eventually we want to turn everything in here into an application, a web application. But remember that the project is called Chaos for a good reason. Now we need this bit from signal quality. So obviously not taking it from CardioQuest because that thing doesn't work on a mobile, so there might be something wrong with that code. Probably would not take it from the main page as well. Yeah, let's take it from not a new page that we haven't been testing for a while. Of course, this would not work because it's a Flask application. And it will work from here. How narrow this page has to be? Just double check this tool. Now this page is working fine. I assumed something with the CSS. Anyway, if anyone knows how to fix this, please do let me know. Okay, image compress wavelet. Let's take it from image compress wavelet. Templates HTML. It's the HTML of the blog. So in the body we need this header including the JavaScript. That's that. Do we need something in the it should have looked like that. Right, we also need to apply the style. There are essentially two style CSS pages being applied. Ew, no, 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 no. Okay, this is really stuffed up. The text and everything. Because the text would be in the wrong color. Whoops. Oh, can I comment? Oh, the problem with CSS is that if you already have a comments, then nothing will work. Well, actually, we don't need this additional CSS. Right, just use the image could be minimized. This image could be auto scaled or something. Let's bring it back. Not this one. In the same folder, image. Can get rid of that. Can get rid of this. Right. Should be actually the minimum size of it. It's kind of obvious that a mean does it work with percentages? A 300 pixel. Probably more like 600, 500. So what if I make max 80, min 50%, rid of that. What if I don't? Right, that's good enough. And we have the, oops, that's working okay. Right. Done with this. Yeah, we have the disclaimer. Can close that. We have the link to it. It's kind of separate issue. But we can deploy everything. Okay, this fingers crossed. Everything will disappear for a second. By the way, we now do the redirect from www, which no one uses, but just in case, there could be some older links that have it. Oops. Copy. Right, this is coming from the right. So this is the new blog. Check it out. Not, we might be running ads on it later. Just we test some stuff. From memory, there should be ads on here, but now they are delayed by 10 20 seconds or so. Yeah, so once you use the tool for more than, I think, 10 seconds, you get an ad. Sorry for that. Have to get reimbursed for the electricity cost. I think the same thing for this tool. Yeah, the ads are now, they will be delayed, so up here a bit later. I don't know if it's better or worse. Let me know what you think. And the main, still working on this one. Whatever changes we made, let's check the button again. And this button is funny. It works in the regular page, but doesn't on the mobile. And this one, yeah, this one works okay. So I don't know what's up. Suspects did check the CSS, but no issues with it. So I don't know actually what that might be. Weird. So we can close that. Yeah, we can close this. Right, let's get into Flask application. Close all for a sec, minimize this. Okay. So this is a EEG Spectrum 60 channel. It's IEG. Then we do the denoise. It should be kind of similar. A similar function. Sure why I'm getting Federation University advertisement. No, it's good that I get any university is more than welcome. More than happy to place ads on the site as well if anyone is interested. I mean, this ad is targeted at me essentially, so I'm not sure why I'm even seeing it. Right, let's start a new GPT. So we're using 4 default version. We're not using advanced data analysis because it's executing stuff on the OpenAI server. We don't want that. Just one sec. Okay, we have the spectrum, we have this info. That code already going. Don't want to deploy yet. That's the actual application. Let's run it. See what we get. Right, we're not getting any errors here. We're getting any there, yes. Event listener didn't work. EGJS. And just start popping in stuff. And blah blah blah. That's okay. App. That's okay. and index HTML. Now we're having this error in EG line 64. Event listener input. Don't think we even have 64 or 18. It doesn't have any properties, so can you help us with this? Paste the script and how to find the element. There's no file scroller. Where is my file scroller? In HTML, we are missing a file scroller. So we also need this style. Close this HTML. Pretty sure I asked it. What did I do? I asked it already multiple times. To edit controls, select channel. And let's pop it there at the bottom. Right, now we have the fast scroll and we have the data. We have the raw EG straight away. We have some values plot. It's the mobile version. Yeah, mobile version doesn't fit the whole screen. If you have any ideas as to how to make it better, please do let me know. But currently we'll just be testing on and we want to load something as soon as the page loads. This doesn't work. Okay, the page scroll is not actually scrolling the file. Sorry, it should be file scroller. Yeah, file scroller. Let's see, file scroller. So hopefully soon it will appear on the website. If you haven't checked it out already, please do so. Any feedback is more than welcome. Play, pause. This doesn't even look like a button. Okay, so first of all, should we get rid of all this error, it's called monitoring, debugging stuff, so we can get rid of some print statements, or at least comment them out. Yeah, definitely can comment that out. So what's doing this again here? Right, that should be, and then JavaScript should have some what's called, got play button, no, console log, that one. Yeah, we only have the one. Can comment this out. So the console should be nice and clear. Control F5 to ooh, still getting an error. is 69 in JavaScript. Play speed input. Speed input is missing, isn't it? Copy this. Wait, what did it say about JavaScript in the file scroller? We have file scroller was unintentional, is not needed. What? Fetch data render. Ah, okay. No, I do need it. Change function. Yeah, in HTML. Should have the speed. Play button. Yeah, should be somewhere next to play button. Playback speed. Still not playing anything. At least I'm not getting any errors. Get 200 response from the server, which is good. Obviously, this will need some reshuffling. How about we do it straight away? Let's go into, these are prompts. Normally we call it prompt text file, but yeah, this all is no, wait, filter order might be what on earth is happening there. Scroll through the file. Okay, couple of things. More prompts. So scroll through the file does not work. It's not updating the charts, that's right. Let's at some later stage we should start using Copilot more GPT. So yeah, the idea is that it's pretty good at generating template that actually works. So in HTML, Yeah, I might wait. Okay, so there's a bunch of things that we need to do there. Should we do them now? Or sort the frequency spectrum? It's not displaying properly. Yeah, frequency spectrum. It's not working properly. It should be showing the frequency bands. The frequency spectrum should have frequency as the x-axis, which it does. It's going all the way to 200, which makes kind of sense. It should be 250. What about linear log? Right, that actually works. I should have a whole spectrum selector. Yeah, this is a bit weird. The power numbers are extremely large. Window size seemed to work okay. We also should write what is working. Channel selection. Well, first the fact, right, the trending working pretty well. It's centering the signal around 0. Right log linear. All right, it's actually working pretty well. I get, yeah, the filter order was too high before, so it's essentially filtering everything out. When you go log scale, yeah, the filter is a bit odd. That's the whole spectrum. So that's the whole spectrum. That's more a larger window. That's actually a seizure there. So yeah, the scroll doesn't work. I have to fix that. But essentially the purple line there is the whole spectrum. Yeah, we have to limit this at lower frequency, going up to like 50 hertz or so, because that's most of EG stuff. Linear log works okay. Yeah, so when you go in linear, you should limit it, the frequency axis, the x-axis, to go up to 50 hertz. It should be better in log. Well, same thing, we can limit it at about 100 or so, so we see more difference in there. And the window size is limiting us at 60 seconds top, but we should be still able to scroll through the file. Right, So the problem before was that the filter order was too high. This specific filter, just the way it works, play button, yeah, play button doesn't work as well. It's kind of obvious because scrolling doesn't work. Make sure frequency scale is changing. It's changing the x-axis. No, the x-axis shouldn't be changing. It should be time. Obviously, currently it's data points, number of data points. I think. No, it could be actually time because yeah, that's a very long file, and we're skipping in the file to this particular second that has, yeah, that's right, that's the beginning of it. So this is seconds actually. It's just a very long long data file. So we have 400. It's actually 399, whatever, 0.99, whatever, doesn't matter. 400 should be good enough for our purposes. And then this is the start time, just because that's where the first seizure starts in that file. I think that file has more seizures in it, so we can now I don't want to overload the server, so it's only displaying whatever up to 60 seconds of data, but then you should be able to scroll through whatever currently being loaded. Such window size. Yeah, this is sending something. Let me clear the terminal. Yeah, it's sending stuff in, but it's not. It's taking channel 1. You can change channels. This is that same seizure on another channel. Yeah, we have 16 of them. So actually we need to add. Can just add all of them. Add all the other channels. Oh, come on, don't do it line by line. How surely ChatGPT can do a better work. Let's see. I want to do it manually. Right, that's right. That's how you do it. GitHub Copilot is doing things line by line. This is how it's done. It actually did all of them. Save that. So we should have fresh. Yep, we have, because the first 8 channels, yeah, there are 16 channels including 0. So the first 8 are on the left side of the head, and the second 8 are on the right. Now this filter order in our HTML filter order, this default value should be around 2 for it to work better. Whole spectrum. Well, the whole spectrum is essentially just the sum of, all parts. Channel 8 has this funny business. So this is not published yet. Hopefully I'm publishing it today. The whole data viewer is available already in production. Yeah, this needs improvement. It actually should not be loading like that. It's actually doing something with the CSS, changing colors and things. This is how I wanted it to be, to load. Yeah, that's the channel 8. Has this funny deep, it's flatlining, a clipping signal. I don't know if it's a motion artifact or something. Yeah, it's that red line there. And this one you can group line by line, side by side, so left and right separately. Yeah, so it's just a viewer, and this thing would be no, it should be called different name. Let's actually add the description to this. Right, so now we'll load channel, whatever, 6, linear log scale, all spectrum, yes, no. Yeah, most of it you can see is in delta, and there's bugger all in other bands, but once seizure comes in, you should see more of the other bands coming through. Yeah, so you saw that elevation in theta, so higher frequency. So again, this would be, oop, so let's make it log scale frequency, scale option log should be the default value. Bum, 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 bum. Like log default, doesn't want to do it. Yeah, GitHub Copilot thing. Is it even? Yeah, it is running. I can see it's doing something, but it's not actually. Yeah, GitHub Copilot. Can you be at least as good as GPT? I mean, we can try the 3.5. I'm sure it will be able to do it, but that's how it's done. Not sure why it's not generating anything. And now when we reload the page, yeah, log is default. So again, if I select linear, hit F5, it will default to log, which is better. How about we no, publish it in a sec. We want this scroller to work, so we had a prompt for it. I think we already actually edited it before, which is just to ignore it. Should we go back? Yeah, let's go back here. So we like fork the chat. It's not, no, I mean, it is present. Let's double check. Pretty sure it's there in the HTML file. No, yeah, it is there. File scroller. What step? Yeah, I want the step to be, yeah, probably want this step to be like 100. Let's start with 10 max. Why? Okay. Use it to scroll through an hour of data. Is it? How much data are we loading? We're loading 100 seconds. I mean, it would be good if we could scroll through an hour. Modify fetch data render function to scroll through the play button. Okay, so why don't you actually do this? End time, frequency scale. Why? Why is this different? And why are we not taking it from the HTML? That's what this get element does. File scroll parse in integer, converting this into integer. So we just do it in the file scroller event. A bit confused. We also up to 1 hour almost. Just give it a short break. So having trouble with this not fitting into the whole window. This is, by the way, seizure onset. This is because I can't scroll. It would just add add stuff up. And yes, I suspect that the theta increase is because of those higher frequency components, the actual spiking during seizure. So if it's now at reaching what's the around 600, as you reduce, as you have less of the seizure, it's going down to like below 200. Is it 50 hertz? There should not be 50 hertz in this data, by the way. It should be super clean data because it's recorded straight from the surface of the brain. It's an implant. Okay, let's keep going for a bit longer. Hopefully, if all these inputs are actually working. Can publish. Can we update? No, wait. To scroll through the data file scroll, you will need to make adjustments to both the front and JavaScript. That's okay. What those? Can we regenerate? I don't like that response. To integrate the scrolling functionality effectively, you will need to modify both the blah blah the same. A file scroller, use the value, include additional parameters in API request. Okay, that makes sense. Starting time based on the scroll position. Yeah, that makes better sense. So fetch data and render. Yeah, calculate rest const parameters. We need to add start time. Okay, fetch the data. Is that the fetch logic? Let's get data. Okay, whatever. Now back and modify the get data in Python. In get data, have time from the request. Okay. We already have window size. Okay, let's pop this in there just so we have it in some sort of order. Skip rows. Calculate the number. To have it already. Do I need to change the name or keep? Can I keep it data? Okay, we're ready. That's the problem. Okay, so it's a really long file. This should be the default start time duration, but then So do we read? We will end up having the read CSV twice. Reading the CSV file we can be inefficient, load the entire data once. Slice the memory data based on start time. So what we want to do yeah, we're having the same problem with this file here because this is not the whole file. Instead of repeatedly read the data at once at the start of your Flask application store in memory, it is too large. The data set is too large. You'll need a different strategy, use a database instead of flat like file. Yeah, don't want to change the file format, not yet. Yeah, pre-processing CSV into smaller chunks, saving chunk in as a separate file. Client side, downsampling. Oof. Never heard of can you give me more info on the first option? Right, so instead suggesting to insert the whole file into a table and then connect to the SQLite database and insert the data. I feel like I don't want to do it for now, just because it's working already. but we loaded a database. Could be nice for later. We did load 100 seconds of data and only displaying 10 seconds by default. We would like to scroll through the 100 seconds at this stage. Simply modify front end logic. It should be a simpler, enhance your so okay, let's leave that, make sure it's still running. You can also select a different channel by default. Yes, 7 has more data in it to begin with. Let's make it 7. Channel number. Make null 7 default. Loading the page. Just doesn't want to do this. Pretty sure even 3.5 can do this. But GitHub Copilot cannot. So we're just doing this. Let's check. Yep. 7 is default. Yeah, Copilot is kind of hopeless. Now, to make this scroller work, fetch and render function start time. New parameter. Why keep repeating everything I say? A URL. This should be the same. So I'm not sure why you mentioning it to me. And then in Flask, which is the Python script, in get data, oops, we extract yeah, do we need to multiply it by no, What? Sampling guide is for... Sampling rate is already defined as... And it's definitely not 250, it's 400. That's correct. It's king. Start index and index. Yes, you don't really need the brackets, ChatGPT. And extract segment, but segment is not being used. How do I use segment? So currently we're returning response data. We need to change the response data. Okay, get data. Okay, that's the same. FS segment is that EG data. Still want to use the window size. Alright, window size was used there. So if I get rid of that, channel. Yeah, we do have channel already. To integer. It's actually not bad. Copilot. Detrend if necessary. a response data. We have raw signal, and here we need a deadline. EG data to list is the same. Type scatter. Response data. Let's see. Start time. It's not changing the plot. Compare. Let's clear this for a sec. Okay, we're getting this big fat error. Clear again. Just click on it once. Getting it 500. Control Shift C. Can you explain this error to us? Yeah, this is got all mixed up. Wait, this segment. EG data.